And there we are, a level. Okay. Perfect. Perfecto. Magicola. All right, so we're live and actually working now, and you're frozen. And you're gone. The show is off to a great start. Are you good now?
I've been
There
good.
we go. Nope, nope, it came back. I don't know if it was on my end, your end, whichever end it is. But it's an end of RSG OTC that we are starting right here. It's going on. Wow, I have got the worst, like, white balance right now. Hold on. Is there, the Logitech? No. Well, I guess this is just going to have to look like crap on my end because I don't have a Logitech app to change my camera settings and change my white balance. So yeah, there's that. But at least the colors are okay to a degree. But anyways, so this is RSG OTC off the cuff for those who don't know. You got me, Trevor here, RSG, and you got buddy over there, Toof, that I have as my wonderful co-host. Very knowledgeable and tends to play a lot of games. Although we've been slacking for a while, I think he's finally gotten himself back into one a little bit. So what would that be? What game have you gotten into?
Well, it was Kingdom Come until I ran into glitches and I haven't touched it since Monday.
And that would be the general consensus I'm getting. I'm getting it's an absolutely amazing game that is breathtaking in the way that it works, and to the point where until you do a certain couple missions where you're taught to read a little bit, you're for the most part illiterate, and I think that's quite amazing. How they've captured that kind of stuff in there and really made it very simulation-esque. But so you're running into glitches. What kind of glitches you run into though?
It's one where you're trying to find a guy that's involved with some shady shit, and you have to go find 3 different campsites, and the one campsite isn't there. It's not there. Nothing's there but flat ground. And you
Ah,
can't,
shit.
nothing you can do. So I have to backtrack 2.5 hours in the game, try it again, and hope that it works. And if it doesn't, then I'm done with it.
Well, damn. You know, I wouldn't call it done with it. I would say done with it until they fix their shit. Because you can't just get rid of a game that good. You know what I mean? I mean, what you're saying, what you were saying on how good it looks and how good it seems, that like I don't know. Think of it like this, right? All Bethesda games are riddled, okay, with glitches. Like here's some glitches I remember. Um, in Morrowind, or no, it was Oblivion. There was a ring that you had to get for somebody, okay, and that ring, uh, you ended up getting like a duplicate, like two, and it was weird. It's like, yeah, you got two, that's kind of cool, but now it doesn't register. So until it got an update on Xbox Live, that's when you were finally able to, back when I was on there on Xbox, that's when you were able to actually beat the mission. So, I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of glitches on Elder Scrolls, so I'd say we got to give this time.
Can't play a game if you can't progress. So what the hell's the point?
Oh yeah, for right now, yeah, you're just gonna have to wait until they fix their shit. I just let it sit there and nestle, and then when you have it, it'll be ready to go. Um, you know, that's the best way I could say it. I don't really see any other than that. I really see any other games that are interesting me except Far Cry 5. Now, granted, I know Far Cry's haven't really been on our top list for a while, but I think me and you could have some fun with that game. Some co-op action.
I'm reserving my judgment for the time being.
Okay. I'm not gonna buy it right off the bat, anyways. But what I will tell you, there is a kick. You already have it, so it's not really a big thing for you. Apparently, Humble Bundle. I'm gonna go check that right now because if it's a good enough price, I hear they have Deus Ex: Mankind Divided and Mafia 3. So Humble Bundle. What do they got going on for March? Humble Bundle. What are they? Humble Bundle is absolutely amazing. But what in hell is going on here? 5 bundles? No, no. The Brawler Bundle. Code your own games. No. Classic returns. Okay. Nope. I don't see anything that has it. Yeah, it might be something starting because I don't see any of the real titles on there yet. But man, Humble Bundle, I've gotten some of my best deals from that. Could you imagine if in console had Humble Bundle? Holy hell, right?
They might not be too far off anymore, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know, part of me really thinks, okay, that why did my I was like, oh, it was just my I was like, why did my thing just go so dark and realize my cursor went over it. Um I think really I am having a lot of fun with consoles. To be honest with you. Consoles are really just lay back and enjoy. And yes, you could do the same stuff with the computer, but I don't know why. I just the console is just so sit back and relax. I had so much of a loathe for console at some point, and I don't know what grabbed me for that. But at the same time, I'll still take PC any day. PC's awesome in comparison. It's just I think controller is what I'm really getting at. This mouse and keyboard thing, I don't think I'm digging games as much sitting up on the thing. I want to be chilling back like this, I think. You know what I mean? And racing games. I think, like I said this before, I think I want to play them more with controllers than I want to play with the whole setup. But yeah, that's about it. I'm seeing on games though is Far Cry 5. And Deliverance. I do want to play it, but not with it riddled with bugs. Oh, who's a good girl? So someone I was just watching something. It said, "Why do we always, as humans, always go like, who's a good girl, who's a good boy? Why do we do this stuff?" But it's funny. Get that hand. You get that hand. Oh man, as much as I don't want to have a dog, they are great little companions. So,
Yeah, that's what pain in the ass.
oh, of course. Well, I don't know. I'm sitting here having fun watching her, and I'm sitting there putting everyone in dead silence. But it's fun. I was sitting there chilling, hanging out, wait while you were at work. That was my buddy. But I can't tell. All I see is a face jumping up. There you go. That's mine. There you go. Yeah, no, I know. Now I can see. Such a slender face. You could tell a huge difference in the face. But I just love they have that face on them. They go, "Yep, yep. I'm the time. Yep." See, I can't see too much when oh, there you go. Oh yeah, it's a big. There you go. Oh. There. Oh man. So big. They've gotten so big. Dawn is not really. I mean, well, it was already big, but. Geez. How's the weather been out there? I know it's been a little treacherous here.
Mid-60s and sunny.
Oh, well, lucky you, you bastard. Son of a bitch. You know what it's been here? Nor'easter. Up in this motherfucker. Yeah. To be honest with you, the snow wasn't so bad. It really wasn't. The thing that really was the killer was the wind. The wind just, well, we had a shitload of rain, loosened the hell out of the ground, And then that wet shit just hung all on the tree and just said hi. Dude, there's so many power outages all over. It's not even funny. Doing my job was such a pain in the ass today. It's like, you know what the worst though? I felt bad for yesterday, and this is a notice to anyone. If there's a storm, I don't care. Just don't take the chance. Don't take it to a shop. Don't just wait until the next day or something. Because then if you take it to a shop, you'll end up with shit like this. So, let's say you brought your car to my shop to get an oil change, right? Well, everything's run on electric basically nowadays. So, you have you just want an oil change and all of a sudden power goes out. Well, tough shit. You're not picking up your car until the power comes back on. Because it's up in the air. There's nothing we could do.
Well, there's no pits?
No, we don't do pits. I'm not gonna mention like the company, of course, but yeah, we don't do pits.
Right.
Because we're more of a tire place. We're not. We do other stuff. Don't get me wrong, but that's not our primary thing. Isn't like oil changes and lube jobs. Our primary stuff is all jack, jack related. We got to do inspections. Well, not me. I mean, people in the stores got to do inspections. They've got to do oil changes, yes, but we can't do like flushes and stuff. I don't know why I'm coughing so bad.
Probably because you're choking just like them Yankees on that cup.
Yeah, right. But yeah, pits. Like I said, you'll see pits more. I've noticed in places that do flushes and things of that nature. Now, here's a question for you. Drain and fill versus a flush, right? You know the difference, of course, right?
Right.
On a tranny, I would never want to drain and fill. But what about a differential flush? Do I need a flush or is a drain and fill fine?
I don't do a flush of anything.
You would do or wouldn't?
I do not do a flush of anything.
Oh, you would just do a drain and fill?
Yeah.
Flushes are dangerous, right? Because they can blow out rings and stuff, right?
That's the thing. I mean, you could have weak components, and the flush could create the breakage of it, like a water pick through like tooth plaque or something.
Yeah.
It kind of pushes along. All the same things can just kind of sit where they're at, and they could last tens of thousands of miles without having been bothered by that flush.
Okay. Yeah, because I was seeing like if you don't do a flush with like with certain transmissions, you basically like let's say they do 4 quarts, there's like 11 quarts in the transmission. Let's just say, right? They think they did it all, but there's really only did 4 quarts of it, so it just mixes in with the rest of the shit. Really didn't do much at all. But like on a differential, I don't think that's the case at all.
I don't know. I guess I'm old school with mine. I just prefer the drain and fill.
Yeah. So no, good thing is drain and fills are free. We don't have flush machines with our shops. Like I said, and then we have some shops that do a little more that can do actual work, but we don't get into gas related stuff too much. We don't get into full on engine stuff too much. I mean, maybe some timing belts and things like that. Like they would probably refuse to do anything engine related on my car. Because it's kind of a bitch to work on. I guess like what was nice about Hondas and stuff like that is and even like some Fords and just simple 4 cylinders. You wanted to change a damn set of spark plugs. This shit was right on top, like right there. Like, oh look at that. Clip, clip, clip. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. Put them all back in. Clap, 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 clap. Done. Day is over. Jeez. Oh my god. They're just dogs can be like children. They make you rip your hair out at times. They'll make you smile so much at times. Like, it's a back and forth pull kind of game. You get the biggest frowns and the biggest smiles all at the same time. You come home and your shit's destroyed and you're like, fuck. But then you come and you see a picture like that and you're like, ah, that's awesome. That's just how I feel.
They're fucking around is all what they're doing.
Yeah. They're wrestling. They're like, little MMA fighters right over
They were laying down perfectly peaceful before this. They were just fucking.
there. Well, they had to put on a show for everyone. So I've got to get some more stuff definitely going with the channel that I've been looking into. So I'm trying to think of something. I was going to do like a weekly, like This Is Trev kind of thing, but I feel like that's where we have this for. This is what we do. We talk, we're chatting about things like, like we were just saying, daily events. It doesn't need to be about technology or games or anything. There's nothing in the title that even suggests that. So, that's where I get this from. I think what I need more is some kind of, I'd love to definitely have some kind of series. I don't know if anyone can, come up with some ideas, but I would love to have some kind of small series of something simple. I mean, we can always come up with things. I know you're a good idea person. I have a project that I'm still working on with that handbrake, but I got a friend that I want to do that with me because he has a way that he wants to do it, but whatever. But big thing, Patreon. I want to create a Patreon, which is, I know you said you don't know much about it, but basically, I got to think of rewards to give for people. Like $1 typically is not a reward driven thing. It's just you want to support me. Then there's like a $5, you usually get like a reward for that, and then maybe a $25 and you get a reward for that. And this is something that someone pledges per month, and I want to have goals. And I remember a long time ago when I did it. Now, having one thing is YouTube, I don't really have to separate so much. But I really would like to think of goals and rewards. I kind of have my goals in mind now, of where I want to go. As far as having things for people. But there's more stuff I definitely want to do. As the weather gets nicer, mountain biking is going to be a huge thing. I've got this freaking action camera here, dude. Let me tell you, it was like $70 with this 8-man 4K is pretty nice. I like this thing. Where is it? My help was upside. There we go. Right side up. There you go. The 8-man 4K. So here's this thing. Right, and it doesn't have a touchscreen or anything, but out of all the ones I looked at, it had a gyroscope stabilizer. And shit, does it stabilize. It stabilizes real nice. So I've got to give it that credit. I'm going to put this on my helmet and stuff and take some mountain biking videos that are going to suck because I'm boring. I'm not a risk taker. I am thinking of going skydiving, though, and taking this with me. Oh, wait, I can't go skydiving because I'm too fucking fat. Yep. I'm too fucking fat. And no, I'm not joking about that. You can only go tandem. And my friend, it's funny. I said this to my friend. He's like, oh, you're trying to pussy out of it. I'm like, no, I'm fucking serious. Why don't you look it up? I'm too heavy, man. I'm almost, at this point, 300 pounds, which I definitely need to shave off. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And he looks it up. 220 for tandem. Oh, look at that shit. Yeah, you gotta be 220 pounds. I don't even remember the last time I was fucking 220 pounds. I mean, actually, I kind of do. 3 years ago. 4 years ago. 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, I was 217 pounds. Yeah. So.
Sometime in middle school.
Huh?
Sometime in middle school. Probably about the last time I was under 220.
Yeah. That just sucks, right? It's like, I'm too big to ever get the experience of going skydiving, apparently. So that kind of sucks.
Fuck it. Why
Yeah.
jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
Well, yeah, you know what they say. That's right. So I say that's why I like racing cars, and I'm gonna race things like I wanted to do those go karts out there when we went, but you're too tall for those. So I'm short. I fit into things to a degree, not on the width side of things. Too well, no, I'm not that bad yet. But anyways, still, um, but yeah, there's I definitely want to get some more stuff done with the channel, and that's one of the things. I definitely want to look into better artwork. I need to get some shirts and stuff like that out. Um, yeah, I'll hook you up with a shirt. Find you. You gotta think of some kick-ass designs. Not that gonna make you. I'm gonna like have some for you to like look at, but I gotta enlist someone in to see if they can make me some shirt designs. Maybe if my niece could just fucking draw something for me. She draws so good. She just won't draw for me. She just draws a bunch of anime shit. Drives me insane. She won't draw for me. Anyways, you know what's funny is I used to get so much stuff like when I was big with Euro Truck Sim. Remember how many people were just like making me shit? Oh, you want this and da 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 da. And now it's just like, nope. Yeah, we don't do that no more. we ain't got time for that shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm at for that. Fun, right? What else you have? What else you been looking at? You been into anything recently?
No, just gun parts. That's about it.
Yeah. You know, do you do the same? Do you have the same problem I do with this? Uh, I find myself when it comes to having things like, especially like computer parts and stuff like that, that I find myself trying to buy things that I don't need. Like, you have everything already, but you keep looking for more shit that may exist that you don't have, but you know nothing else exists, but you're just looking because in that hope that you might find some shit you've never seen before that might exist out there. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I don't know. I've got a real big problem with that. Like with the mountain biking thing. Oh, well, do they? Well, do they have this? Oh, do they have this? Nope, nope. Do they make this thing? Let me watch a video. What other mountain bike accessories can I get? Let me go look at some things. Mountain bike accessories. What are the best mountain bike accessories? Oh, mountain biking accessory videos. Mountain biking accessory hacks. Life hacks of mountain bikes. I need to stop with this shit. I need to stop. That's that's my problem. Like, what else can I get for this thing? I
Well,
must
it's
have.
also, you look at something that could be a hell of a deal. That could be either a lateral or a slight improvement on what you already have, but it's not a good deal. You can sell off your old stuff, get the new stuff, and get a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, yeah. Here's one for you, right? Check this. I got my bike light. Okay, so comes with a battery pack, right? You can put it on your head, strap it onto your head. This whole thing is like one big heat sink, right? You see this big ass thing? It's like one big heat sink. And it's got those big square LEDs, you see? This is supposed to be 5,000 lumens, but it damn sure isn't, I don't think. But it's damn sure not dark. So that's it on its low setting, right? Like, that's pretty impressive, man. Like, I think where do I have look, good example. Take this little thing, okay? It's got one of those big square LEDs in there, right? You're like, okay, well that's kind of like the other one, right? Then you go, wait, no, it's not. Even on the lowest setting, it's not. It's tiny. See what I mean? It's just this thing is a absolute freaking monster, and you could charge your freaking phone with it. This thing is just absolutely insane. Whoops. There we go. But yeah, I just it's one of the things I bought. I'm gonna go night riding with my bike, but that is bright. You gotta admit that's freaking bright. And it comes with all that shit, man. Head straps and the headband and everything, stuff to put on my helmet. I don't know, man. I'm pretty impressed with it. And the bike thing to go on my butt and to hold the battery on my bike. And it's supposed to be waterproof as well, all of it. Well, I don't know how much I trust that. Having this wide open, like, kind of ports on this. You know, these things, but whatever. But yeah, you don't find yourself doing shit like that? You don't find yourself just looking for too much stuff, like, that you know you don't need, but you just, like, is... And you don't even know if it exists, but you're just looking for it to exist out there?
Usually.
Maybe something like gun, like, have you ever had, like, gun parts like that? Like, what else can I get for this? Do they make anything else for these things? Huh? Like, I don't know. I feel like that could be something you'd do.
Possibility of certain things that I'm wanting to get done, but I can usually find it on the market. It's not hard to find whatever I want to find.
Right,
Except
right.
for half-inch barrel, mid-grade or something like that. But that's going to be fucking impossible to find. But other than that, most of the stuff is going to be there.
Well, I don't mean like stuff that you like finding stuff. I mean discovering new stuff. Do you find yourself always trying to discover new stuff even though you think you've exhausted everything? Cuz that's what I'm talking about that I do. There we go. You know, that's what I was saying is I find myself, exhausting myself on trying to discover stuff. But whatever.
That's what the trade shows are for.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess that's where like you would have for like E3 and stuff like that. I really wanted to go to PAX East this year. If I can maybe get someone. No, it's already probably happening soon. It's already probably I'd have to imagine it's happening soon already. It's too early. I technically could afford it this month without a doubt. No problem, but I can't get those tickets. So, I guess it's not going to happen. Let's see. I know I had something else on mind. Extra, okay. MSI's got a keyboard coming out. Let's see. Nope, there we go. And then, well, like, I know I don't get on the political side of things, but this is a gaming channel. And we do have to talk about it a little bit. And we're not even going to really talk about it much, but I just have to mention. Why the fuck do video games have to be brought up with violent kids? Seriously?
Why do guns have to be brought up with violent kids?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, the reason I'm saying that is because it seems like an old man statement. Drives me nuts. It's an old man. These damn video games need kids. I tell you.
What's a scapegoat other than, parenting and anything like that? It's got to be a scapegoat.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's very, it just, you know me, I have an issue with I call it old people mentality. If it's not right for me, it's not right for you. I don't know. It's like, look, man, the world's changing. Video games are good, man. It's good. You know how many adults I've had tell me like video games are horrible for you, right? This is why I tell this is why I call like old people mentality, right? So it's like I've had so many on the elderly side tell me how bad video games are for you. Really? You don't know that. They're actually great for you. They help a lot with like, your hand-eye coordination, things like that, timing, a lot of visual skill, visual comprehension. Um, I don't understand. Oh wait, I can because they're not used to it. They're just it's like it wasn't right for me, so not right for me, not right for you. And I just find it hilarious because it's like there are many benefits to games in kids, and to hear someone always say like, "Oh, these kids, these games are horrible for these kids. They're gonna ruin your eyes and everything." Oh God. But I always like the meme that says, our parents always told us if you sit too close to the TV, you're gonna go blind, and like an Oculus Rift is on the dude's face. You know exactly the meme I'm talking about, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that one is great, man. You're just sitting there. Whoops, you're just sitting there on like now it would be the Vive. The Oculus fell off. I'm really, I remember I was telling you guys, I told you guys that VR is not going to go away. We're just seeing the beginning of it. And I think it has potential, man. VR is fun. I will tell you right now, if I had a Vive, which I might get a Vive, If I could afford one, I would do it, and I would play the hell out of it. And you know why I would play it? Because it would get me active and moving. I'd play this game called Audio Shield, and I'd just sit there and fight, the audio waves with my arms. Like, it would be great. I'd love to get back at that and do that again. So I need to get a Vive. I got to look into them. If I can get one cheap enough, I'll get it, but it's not really in the budget right now. I have to save up for a trip. I have multiple things to do. So if anyone wants to help me with that, that'll always be appreciated. But because I've got a lot of shit that's going to be coming up. So this mountain bike, I have to get paid off quick. I got some bills I got to pay off. But the main thing is I'm going to have to move out, and I think within 8 months. So that's I don't think I have a choice. I think we have to leave here in about 8 months. So there's that.
The story on that one later.
Okay. And then basically, so after like that, that's right around the time I'd have to go on vacation. That's gonna suck. I've been planning this vacation too long. I only get to see my mom very little, and I'm damn sure going the fuck out there when I can take my vacation to see my damn mother. Okay, so, I think I've gotten a whole $1 donation on this channel, so I'm not really, on my YouTube channel, so I'm not really expecting much. But I'm just throwing it out there that it would be very much appreciated. Because, yeah, that's going to be a hell of a burden. Although, if money keeps going, right, it should be fine. But, to do a vacation like that, because it's going to be big, Vegas, and then it might be going to Washington. To do that, and then have to, come back here, pay first and last months and all the moving expenses. So, yeah, that's going to be a little bit tough. It's going to be a rough one, but I'm going to have to do it. I'll probably be moving sooner than that because, I'm sure I've got the friends that want to be roommates and they don't want to stay where they are for much longer. So we'll see. We'll see. I think 6 months might be good.
Your next big move.
Oh, yeah, it will be, man. It's, and, and that's part of the reason with Patreon, I don't think people understand. If I have Patreon, okay, it gets me. Let's say eventually I'm making, I don't know, 5. Let's say I put a goal like $750 a month or something like that. Well, it would have to be more. See, I realized one of the things I realized with the goals is I would always put the goals and then I put things that so it'd be like, oh, 500 a month, do this, and then 1,000 a month, get a studio, and it's like, wait, no, because that only means I have 500 more because the first 500 is already appropriated to the goals that I've already set in that. You know what I mean? Of what I'm supposed to do for that. The next 500 that can be appropriated towards that. So I would have more had to be like, okay, well, if I make 1,500 a month, then I can have a studio, for instance. So, but that's a heck of a leap. I'm just saying when I have something like Patreon and throughout the time, I can eventually start having a bigger space and not having other roommates or anything like that. I would just be where I am. Or for instance, if I made I'll give you a good example. If I made $1,000 a month on Patreon, right? I know it's not a steady income, but I would make the move out west. You know what I'm saying? I would make the move out west. I could get a job that is not paying an exorbitant amount of money and, do more what I want to do and be able to make a living and still be doing what I'm doing here, and actually a lot more, because I'd probably be doing more of what I like, and I'd probably even be able to open up more channels, but you know more about that. Kind of, it's a state thing. Las Vegas would be a great place to move for me. I got a lot of family out there, and yeah, that's just, like I said, got my scene going on. So, yeah, I really would love to get into moving out there, but that's part of the reason with Patreon. So I'm gonna have to be moving, like I said, in about 8 months or sooner. So that's how that really goes, and hopefully I can find something going on. The good thing is, if I do move, I think it'll be across the bridge, which means I no longer will have to pay a stupid toll. So that saves me a decent chunk per month, I guess, of not really that much. It's not really that much, more that I think about it. So, yeah. Okay, well, I think that really wraps that kind of stuff up. You have anything else you've been dealing with recently?
Well, it's been the same old boring stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Looking at computer deals and finding crap and more crap out there. Still haven't found any good mics that I want for a computer mic or a shotgun mic. So, yeah. But anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end up and wrap this whole thing. This has been another episode of RSG OTC. Make sure you hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you hit the like or dislike, whichever you'd like to do. And, of course, comment down below. You can always, make sure you follow us follow me on Twitter at ReadySetGame87 so you can see the stuff that I do. And I'll also talk about Facebook. You can go to facebook.com/RSG Network, I believe, is what it is. And that'll get you right over to our Facebook page, where I just post the same shit that I post on my Twitter page. But if you're on Facebook more, well, that'll matter more to you. So, yeah, I think I've really wrapped that all up. And we will be back at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week for another episode of Ready, Set, Game Off the Cuff. And for all those who like watching our streams and our videos, well, we'll see you next time. So, later all. I'll see you. Have a good one. We are out. Oh, wait. Damn. Come on, close. We're out.